Hello and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic and our Sith Warrior light side playthrough. So we're still here on Taris and we are now about to go and destroy some laser gate controls, and no doubt we're going to have to fight some Republic troops. Here we go. Let's do this. So there is an optional objective to kill some Republic commandos, but that seems to be about it. I'm actually really surprised we didn't have to go any further into the zone here. As you can see, we do have the commando thing. Not sure if I really want to do that. I mean, it's going to give me, what, 20,000 experience, I think, probably? Or, no, 12,000. Okay. Yeah, maybe not. There is also a holo communicator core here.
Pierce here. They flushed us out. We're on the move. Lost a third of my men, but we're hitting them 10 to 1. Still too many. I'll try to rally the men, hold the enemy off as long as I can. Pierce out.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so we're getting live updates, basically. Live updates, and then we progress further into the complex. And then we're obviously going to be able to fight some more commandos here. So we are, in fact, probably going to get this optional objective done. I'm actually wondering, if you were a stealth class, would you be able to sneak by these drones? I'm pretty sure they have stealth detection. Pretty sure they might have stealth detection, because that's going to make it so you do have to get the optional objective done. Sometimes they do that kind of thing where it seems as though they do kind of, not so much force you into it, but they kind of make it so that it is mandatory, which I find quite funny. Let me just try to use that. I'm not sure if this is going to actually prevent this thing from pushing me back. Sometimes these heavy gunners have the ability to push you back with a shockwave like that. That's probably one of the most annoying things that these kinds of enemies can actually do to you. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about it too much. Not sure why I was targeting the security drone there. And that's also another thing that's a little bit weird about SWTOR. It does tend to do that sometimes, where you just kind of go, I wasn't targeting that actually, and I don't have that particular thing turned on in the options menu. I don't have that thing turned on, so I have no idea why I would have, you know, randomly targeted something further away from where I currently am. It's a bit of a weird thing. Not sure how that happens, but there must be a setting somewhere that I'm missing potentially. But yes, otherwise, there we go. We've got another one of these. And then we have to access our holo communicator once again. No doubt it's going to be PS once more, giving us another status update. And then we're going to have to travel further into the complex, probably around here. And then he's going to be here in the end zone. What do you bet?
My lord, the enemy is regrouping. I'm down to 3 men against about 300. Hope we could take out a whole battalion, but it looks like we'll come up short. When you see him, tell Durant.
Ah, there it is. Okay, yep, indeed. It's just around the corner. There we go. There's the third one down, and now all we have to do is locate Lieutenant Pierce. I was going to call him Commander Pierce, but no, he's actually a lieutenant. So yes, that is what we're going to do. And we do have the optional objective done, so there you go. That's actually quite nice. Not too bad, not too bad. We obviously did have to do it, basically, but that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I'm actually kind of a bit weirded out by this whole mission, to be honest, because surely, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I guess what they're trying to do is build up Pierce's character and his background and story and so on.
My lord, I spent all my ammunition and I'm down to my last med pack, but Durant's battalion is down. So is the rest of my unit. Never seen men stare death in the face and fight more bravely.
You did well. Will you survive?
Lost a lot of blood, but I'll try to get back to base and patched up. General Durant and his guards have retreated inside the compound. Proud I ushered you to the doorstep.
Okay. Would it have not been better to give him a med pack or something like that? Apparently we don't have a med pack, and Jace has no ability to use the Force to heal him, or I don't have the ability to use the Force to heal him. Oh well. And here we have it. There he is, General Durant.
General Durant. I've come for you.
I'm not hiding anymore, Sith. We delayed you long enough to achieve success. We've stabilized the Sea and Tide cells. Now, the Republic has a new power source that gives us the advantage in this war.
General Minst told me everything when I captured him.
Minst and I have served the Republic together most of our lives. He deserves better. I ache to think of the horrors my fellow will face at the hands of the Empire. This blaster is the prototype, powered by the smallest Sea and Tide battery. You're about to see just how lethal it is. Everyone, attack.
Oh, well, that was a very subdued attack order right there. Did you see that? He was like, everyone, attack. It was very, very, very low there. Very low, wasn't he? Yeah, that's actually quite funny. All right, well, there you go. We did it. We defeated them, and well, your new battery didn't seem to really do much. You should probably try Duracell next time.
You will not defeat General Ferrer.
I would have spared you.
Life in chains is no life for the Republic.
I guess he's just a really calm guy, isn't it? Yeah, I think that seems to be the case. Anyway, holocommunicator call it is.
I'm in a medevac transport. Arriving back at base. Needed to tap you. Darth Barris has made contact. I updated him. I have him and Moff Herden on holo for you.
I wish Barris wouldn't bother me while I'm working.
Tried telling him that. Found it hard to breathe. Patching him through.
Apprentice, your progress has been conveyed to me, and I've been briefed on the search for General Ferrer. Moff Herden informs me that Ferrer has relocated all of the Republic's forces on Terrace to protect his command center at the Republic stronghold.
They will all perish under my might.
In good time, my apprentice. All in good time. This assault will take all our firepower. I've summoned your crew to the base. They will all be utilized. And I've informed Moff Herden that you are commandeering the entirety of his forces.
Yes, right. They are yours to command, my lord.
That's very gracious of you, Herden.
Nothing short of a full-scale war will bring General Ferrer down. Rendezvous with Herden, Pierce, and your crew at the Imperial base. There is much planning to do. Be swift.
Be swift. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm doing my best, sir. You know. Why doesn't he get out here? Why doesn't he get out here and do some grunt work? Obviously, he's not going to do that. Okay, so hang on a second. What we need to do is I actually need to teleport back here, don't I? I think what I need to do is I need to teleport over here, go north, do this to speak to General Farvin, and then go over to the Crater Command Base. I think that's probably our course of action. Alright, so before we speak to General Farvin, is it General Farvin? Yeah, General Farvin. I did receive a mail from Melkor Din. He's the guy that was talking about the net ghouls and everything in the previous episode. And as you can see, he says, I thought you'd be interested to know. We just captured a Republic scout investigating the neck ghouls. Naturally, the scout was brought to me for questioning, and her interrogation was most illuminating. Apparently, the Republic was counting on the neck ghouls' assistance in attacking us, but the creatures have no intention of fighting someone else's war. The neck ghouls have moved into the wilderness beyond the city ruins. While I would have preferred having the neck ghouls as immediate allies, I can't help but admire their independence. And, at least, we no longer need worry about them interfering with our efforts on Taris. Right. Okay, so that just wraps up that little story thread there. And now we could speak to General Farvin.
Glad you could join our fight. I'm General Farvin. Darth Gravis spoke highly of you, my lord. Perhaps you can show these Mandalorians how the Sith win a fight. We brought them here to help slay the CATHAR, wipe the Republic off Taris. But the Mandalorians are sloppy. No respect for a clean victory. To rout the CATHAR, we need good old-fashioned Imperial might, and you, of course.
Bring me up to speed.
We've hit a wall. Our mission was to scorch this entire district. Now the Republic's allies are fighting back. CATHAR settlements cover this part of Taris. They're defending their homes under the leadership of a feral warrior. His name's Bashoon. Some call him ferocious, brutal, terrifying. I say he's a dirty alien who needs to be put down.
Why do we hesitate?
Bashoon escaped our assassination attempts. Now he's deeply entrenched with state-of-the-art weaponry. Gifts from the Republic.
I've got a gift of my own. Killed another 10 of the CATHAR's best. Few more and I can make a coat. What did I say about following me? Clear off or I'll pluck that lightsaber from your dead body.
Your potential is enticing, Thana. There is much I can teach you.
I've heard that line before. The Sith who tried it are dead.
Stop. Take your anger out on Bashoon. But first, we must pull down his defenses. Republic munitions are stockpiled at his camps, defended by the CATHAR's best warriors. Republic combat droids, too. Without those weapons, the CATHAR and Bashoon are vulnerable. We need to take them out now.
I'm making no promises.
Not up to it? Don't fret. I'm going after the weapons too. Let us see who can exterminate more of Bashoon's best warriors. I'll bet my pay that you lose.
There's no doubt who's the better Sith, my lord. Devastate the CATHAR's weapons, put Thana in her place.
Oh, I find that very amusing. Okay, that was super, super funny. Alright, so as you can quite clearly tell, that basically is a thing that I should have gone to way before, because that was literally where I needed to go for the other quest, which is, you know, obviously to rescue Pierce. I also found it funny that this other player right here was in my cutscene. I don't know what's going on with the phasing in regards to cutscenes and things like that. Ever since I came back, I've been seeing a number of players just kind of like pop in to the cutscene that's currently playing, which is super, super weird, because obviously that shouldn't really happen, you know. Most of the time, it should basically just be a case of, you know, you yourself just being in that one place. But it seems like, I don't know, something has happened. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure whether that happened beforehand or whether that's a new development, but I don't suppose it really matters too much. Let's go and get some of those weapon stores destroyed then, shall we? You know, it's actually really funny. I remember very vividly having this particular quest. I think I actually did do this quest before, or there was an NPC that I needed to speak to here too. And I remember coming over here and being completely lost and not having any idea how to get over here. But it's very simple, actually. You just go through the bottom here. I was thinking it was actually going to be up the stairs or something initially. This was years and years ago, of course. But anyway, we're back with General Farvin.
I took out the CATHAR's weaponry. They're defenseless.
Don't try taking all the credit. I smashed more than my share of munitions.
Excellent work, both of you. Though I'm sorry you didn't kill enough CATHAR to win Thana's little game.
Not even close.
My attention was focused on the CATHAR's weapons.
Likely excuse.
Drop the attitude. We have to hit Bashoon now, before the Republic rearms the CATHAR.
Just tell me where their leader's hiding.
Bashoon's protected by heavy security. Installed after our failed assassination attempt. Lost my top commanders that day. Now he's entrenched in a Republic base, building his defense. Only the Empire's best can take him down.
I'm the best there is. Leave Bashoon's death to me.
Our combined power will wipe the CATHAR off Terrace.
Wise call, my lord. I suggest you take the lead. Thana, provide backup.
Not a chance. I'll slay this CATHAR before you step inside his base.
She's beyond my control. See that Bashoon's killed and don't let Thana compromise the mission.
Ah, I see. Oh, that's very interesting, actually. That is super, super interesting. Okay, so obviously, as you might have expected, I basically did the sneaky, sneaky thing, where I was basically just wanting to destroy the weapons. I didn't want to, you know, go the extraneous extra mile and, you know, do anything additional to the quest. So basically, I just killed who I needed to kill, and that was pretty much it. I didn't do anything else. I didn't slay any additional Cathar with the exception of just 2. I needed to kill 7 to be able to complete the optional objective. And I'm going to assume that if I had completed the optional objective, then I technically would have had the, quote-unquote, bragging rights in that particular situation against Thana. I'm not entirely sure how that really affects the overall story or whether it is just for flavor, but it's nevertheless interesting. I think that's very, very cool, actually. Anyway, here we go. We've already made it to Bashoon's stronghold, and yeah, we're going to have to slay a couple of Cathar here. And once again, for some reason, selecting the gunner over there, I don't know why it automatically shifts my target over there. That's always extremely weird. Well, this optional objective was so much easier than the other one, where we actually just did it automatically. Very, very simple enemies to kill as well. Nothing too elite or anything like that. And here is Bashoon. There he is, right away.
The Empire's trying to drive us from Terrace, from our homes. Soon they'll learn that Cathar never back down.
Keep talking, Bashoon. When I get out of here, I'll stomp out your entire species.
The Empire sent this Sith to kill me, but she failed. Proof that none can defeat the mighty Cathar.
I was afraid I'd never see you again.
What are you talking about? Just get me out of here.
The only way you're leaving is in Republic custody. You know, Cathar aren't the only settlers on Terrace. The Nikto have joined us along with their Morgukai warriors. We're all refugees, fleeing the Empire's cruelty. And I promise you, my Cathar, we won't be uprooted again.
Any home you make here will be wiped out by the Empire.
The Republic will shield us. As long as they hold Terrace, we'll fight to defend it. Watch closely, fellow Cathar. Witness our enemy's downfall.
Alright, okay, so we need to defeat both of these guys. Let's try to stun this guy. Okay, apparently that didn't work. I'm not entirely sure what was going on with that. Oh well, never mind. These guys, they just ran into our cleave there and just absolutely died. And didn't have any problems dealing with them. And this guy is also just going to melt. We do a lot of damage now, actually. Pretty cool.
It's not over. Keep fighting.
Use your last breath to save your followers. Make them leave Taris, or we'll kill them all.
I suppose there must be another planet they can call home. Fellow settlers, the Empire's won. Lay down your weapons. Leave Terrace while you still can. I'm sorry I failed you.
They'd better run fast. I'll kill every straggler I find. Now, why don't you come over here? Let me out. I'm sure there's some way I can make it up to you.
You've been caged too long.
Much better. Blasted Morgukai jumped me when I had Bashoon pinned down.
I can think of a few ways you can repay me.
I don't owe you anything. Now, there's Republic blood to spill. I'd tell you to back off, but you'll just follow me anyway. See you on the battlefield.
Ah, I found that very funny. Okay, yeah, that was pretty hilarious, actually. Did you see? Jacer is disapproving. Ah, yeah, disapproving of a light side choice. But that is actually quite funny. That is actually what I want more of. I want more of that kind of stuff. More of those kinds of decisions where you have a double-bladed result, basically. Because obviously, as you saw right there, Jacer, right? She is disapproving of that decision because you know why? Because obviously Thana is wanting to kill innocents, right? And so if you want to maximize your approval with Jacer, it makes the most sense in the world to keep Thana locked up as long as possible, because otherwise she's going to go and she's going to try and slaughter as many people as possible. However, if you want to get light side points and you want to make sure you max out your light side, then she's going to disapprove. So that actually, I love those kinds of I love that. I think those kinds of situations are some of the best that you can have in an RPG, where, you know, a quintessentially good character, despite having a light side choice, even though, funnily enough, I feel like, you know what? Wait a minute. Let me just revise this real fast, because I'm thinking to myself, maybe the light side choice isn't actually opening the cell. Is that just me? Huh. You know what? I think actually the game might have that wrong. Because if you think about it from a purely, you know, good slash evil, you know, sort of situation, how is it going to be letting a very clearly dark side character? By the way, what do I have to actually do here? It just says go to Tower Command Station. I am here. This is weird. Maybe I have to go over here somewhere? I have no idea. I'm actually lost. I feel like this is the thing I think I was talking about earlier, where I actually got lost and I didn't understand where to go. This might actually be the thing that I was talking about. Anyway, as I was saying, basically a clearly dark side character blatantly stating that, oh, okay, I just needed to run here instead of quick traveling. That's a bit of a weird decision, but okay, sure. Anyway, yeah, clearly dark side character wanting to slaughter innocents, right? The light side choice is not to open the cell and instead to leave her in there. The light side choice is to save as many innocents as possible. Whereas the dark side choice is to open the cell and allow her out so that she can go wherever she wants and slaughter as many people as possible. That's the dark side choice. So that's actually a bit of a weird one. Now that I think about it in retrospect, that's weird. That's actually kind of strange. Right. Okay. That's a bit of food for thought there.
I intercepted Bashoon's final transmission. Magnificent work. I've never seen such a strong warrior broken so fast. The CATHAR listened to him. They're fleeing Taris.
It was quite a fight.
I know. Bashoon broadcasted his defeat across Taris. I recorded a copy for Imperial records. Lord Gravis expects you to lead our final attack. Regretfully, I can't join you. My duty's here, wiping out any resisting CATHAR. Head to the Republic outskirts, meet Lord Chathan. When flames and evac shuttles choke the skies, I'll know you've crushed the Republic base.
Alright, there we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Obviously, most of this stuff that we're getting right here is not exactly useful, because we have been getting the sort of like pseudo battle pass rewards, which are a little bit more useful for us. And otherwise, apart from that, I think I have to... Yes, indeed. Look at that. Both places. I need to go that way. Alright, and I actually wonder, do you think I can take a speeder over there? If I can take a speeder over there, I will be infinitely thankful. I can. Oh, they saved me a huge headache right there. Otherwise, I would have had to run there myself on my speeder, and it would have been absolutely awful. Because, no offense right now, alright, no offense, but Taris is probably one of my least favorite planets to navigate, because there's just so much debris everywhere. There's a lot of debris, there's a lot of, you know, obstacles and things like that to navigate, and sometimes it's really difficult to know where you actually have to go. But thankfully, they completely eliminated that challenge for me right here, just by me using a speeder. But anyway, that is indeed going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.